The brand new LEGO DREAMZzz series has been released.
And now the real games begin.
And we're taking an exclusive look behind the scenes. Did I mention there's some singing too?
My name is Phil, the Manticore.
It's time to have your mind blown away with awesomeness. Let's go! Okay. Maybe you've been too busy in the dream world and don't know what the LEGO DREAMZzz series is. Tommy, you're up.
LEGO DREAMZzz story is a story about ordinary children who learn that the dream world is actually real. So when you go to bed at night and dream, it's actually happened.
Whoa! You can say that again.
This makes them aware dreamers, so now they actually become heroes in the dream world, or dream chasers, and their mission is to go in there and help innocent dreamers who are being attacked by the Nightmare King.
Let loose the nightmares!
When you wake up in the dream world, you wake up at your landing, which is basically your home or your safe zone in the dream world. And all around the landing is a lot of doors, and they lead to other dream realms. So go through one of these doors, and you will be flying through the dream ether to one of these amazing places.
Just look at how magical the dream world really is. Oh, look, a tow taxi. Did you see the mushroom people?
Wow, I've never had a dream like this.
Isn't it amazing?
So, who are the people behind the voices? Let's say hello.
I'm Marcos Cardenas, and I play Mateo in the LEGO DREAMZzz series. My character Mateo is creative, he's a bit stubborn sometimes, but he's a good leader. Oz says dream chasers help dreamers in trouble. And that's what I'm gonna do.
I play the character of Logan, aka the Loganator, aka Logan the Barbarian, aka Lolo, aka Logan!
Izzy is larger than life. She is funny, spontaneous, relentless, unapologetic, super loving and empathetic at the same time, though.
That was so flipping awesome!
Zoe is the guardian of the dream world. She swoops into action when it's needed. She has her sidekick, Zion.
Move it or lose it, sweethearts.
She's kind of the too cool for school one at first, and then she warms up to the rest of the team.
My favorite thing about Logan is he loves himself and thinks he's the best at everything, but constantly fails. I'm the most exceptional one here. I bleed exceptional, so I will see you at the forge, sucker! He's kind of got this insecurity about him, but he kind of masks it. I gave him a really nerdy laugh, so when he laughs, he sounds like this. Just so there's humanity within him that's not always walled up.
I am Brian Drummond, and I play the Nightmare King. Who doesn't love to play a villain? I've played a few of them, but he's the best because you know everything he wants and desires. He's unhinged, he's passionate.
The Night Hunter is maybe the chief lieutenant of the Nightmare King. If I had to describe the Night Hunter in 3 words, menacing, ambitious, conflicted.
It's just exciting to play a character that you know they have a one-track mind, but they're always being thrown off that by these meddling children. I don't care what it takes. Oz and those children must not succeed.
Let's check out their favorite scenes.
He's coming in full awesome, and here comes the handoff!
I love Zion so much. I would love to have my own Zion, and anything where she's soaring with him and using her archery skills, that's really fun to me, and getting to make those battle cries is really fun.
Not so fast, Grimspawn.
My favorite lines is when he's scaring people as a manticore, but he's not really that scary. He'll like have this big voice and all this stuff, but then he kind of retreats into a whole different persona like the next second. So he'll be like, oh, don't do that. Oh, but could you just maybe do this? Bouncing between that big scary monster and this little almost meek kind of English guy. That's the funnest part about playing the role to me.
For some reason, Mateo is always screaming, whether he's screaming to rally the troops or he's just falling off cliffs or falling off ships or falling off buildings. He falls a lot, so they had me recording a lot of screams and I had to do it a lot, so my voice has been shot because of it, but it was always fun to record it. Oh, my everything hurts.
We were running away from some craziness in the dream world. The stakes were just like ramped right up because of the fact that we were all kind of intense together and feeding off of each other was just such a blast.
Hey, nice work, Logan.
Yeah, you actually weren't as terrible as I thought you'd be.
So, how did they find their voice?
My journey throughout this experience has been kind of crazy. The show actually sought me out because they heard my voice on my YouTube channel and they saw and they're like, that's Mateo. I never had done voice acting before. It felt really cool. It felt very exciting, but also scary.
Let's be heroes, Z-Blob.
The way I came up with the voice for this character was quite organic. I looked at the initial character drawings and it just came.
How cool was it that we got to share a dream? How many people can say that?
Izzy's voice is different than mine, but very similar. It's just a little bit more high-pitched, and the character is very similar to me, so it worked. And I think everyone kind of saw that.
Oh, yeah!
So I play Logan and I play Sneak.
So Sneak, he's like this small little guy. Yeah, so he's this small little dude. He's got a really big eye. He's great. Look, I can do this all day, Stink Brain.
Stink Brain? Fine, keep it. Logan and Sneak have some interactions within the show, and it's quite interesting, their dynamic, because they kind of are the same person, you'll find out. You know, they went through a lot of the same things. So it's really fun seeing their dynamic and relationship grow.
You're right. I'll do, all of Oz's lines. Generally, I'll do his first, because his is a little easier on my voice.
Not so fast, Grimspawn.
And then the Nightmare King, because he goes off the handle quite a bit, so he can be a lot more pitches and ups and downs, but can sometimes be a little bit more challenging on the vocal cords.
There's a lot of action in Dreams, and we tend to save some of the action for the end of the session because your voice can get kind of tired, but it's so fun.
Initially, it was so strange to do these scenes, especially the running one, because you don't have room to run in the booth, but you have to mimic the feeling of running. So I'm in place like just doing like an in-place jog, but not even moving my legs, just to get the feeling.
You're tripping and falling over something, or you're flying through the air and crashing. And it's just a chance to really use my imagination and use all different parts of my voice and my vocal range.
Get out of here!
They're right, it is fun. Anyway.
Inspiration, creativity, focus. These are the keys to dream crafting.
Okay, but what is dream crafting exactly?
So we all know how wild dreams can be. Anything can happen. And what if you can control your dreams? Would that be great? And that's what our dream crafters and dream chasers in the show do. They go in there and then they use their imagination and creativity to create whatever they need.
Got it. Okay, so if you could dream craft anything, what would it be?
I think I would go with some type of 4x4 off-road silverback gorilla, because then he could go like up trees, through bushes, over mountains, anywhere. I think that's where I'd go with, yeah.
My mashup would be a pickle car, for sure. I would never go hungry.
If Izzy were to dream craft something for Zoe, it would definitely be a clown car. Because I feel like she would be really happy in that. Or it would make me really happy to see her come out of a clown car and be like, oh,
she'd be so...
And angry.
Angry
but then
about
this
it.
car is everything
Yeah.
popping out. With a big red nose.
So the thing that I would dream craft would actually be for everybody. And I think everybody needs this backpack that acts as like a parachute glider that's like a pterodactyl that comes out of the backpack, because we fall so often. And I think having the ability to glide and safely land would be a really big bonus for everybody in our group.
I think Zoe would dream craft Izzy a mechanical submarine dolphin.
Oh,
So she could venture into the ocean, but also dolphins are so I think of them as happy creatures.
You're so kind.
Izzy's very happy, you know?
I was just mean.
But,
I love that idea.
I love it too.
I love it for me.
I love it for you.
What's a dream world without an awesome sidekick? But who's their favorite?
Best Sidekick, Z-Blob versus Punchu. Game on!
Favorite sidekick? Obviously Z-Blob.
My sidekick would be Z-Blob because he's kind of the first creature that comes to life and I have a soft spot for him.
Definitely Bunchu.
Because he's my best friend.
Z-Blob. I'm a big fan of gelatinous things. He's like top 3 for sure.
Z-Blob, probably. I want a sidekick, and also, you know what? I want a song too. Phil, my name is Phil, the Manticore.
Nice try.
I would want Zichu, like an amalgamation. When you put them together, magic.
Bonus point.
Z-Blob. He is ooey gooey goodness. That's why.
Z-Blob for the win.
All right, I know you're wondering, what do they all dream about? Let's find out.
The coolest dream I ever had was to be a voice actor and to play. Oh, wait a minute, that's real life.
You know what? I love flying dreams, and I know everyone loves flying dreams, but I haven't had a flying dream for so long. I don't know if it's just like a thing that you have as a kid.
I moved from Brazil to Canada when I was really young, and I always missed my family a lot. So I had a recurring dream of me flying to Brazil, and that was so fun and so cool.
I have a recurring dream that I forget how to drive, which is really scary. But then I'm relieved when I wake up and I, in fact, can still drive. It's great.
One time, my house was on fire, but I was completely fine and unscathed from the fire. So I became this super epic firefighter that saved days and went into burning buildings, got children and saved their lives and stuff. Kind of wish I had that superpower.
What I remember, I'm running in quicksand or I'm falling somewhere or my teeth are grumbling. Those are the nightmare ones. Maybe that's why I got the Nightmare King. I mostly have nightmares. Maybe that's what happened.
Well, because I have nightmares, I empathize with any kid that experiences nightmares as well. And my best advice is to remember that it's a really wonderful gift to have an active imagination, and you should cherish that. And when you wake up, try to shake it off as best as you can and continue with your day.
Speaking of dreams, I'm ready to go on my own adventure.
We going somewhere?
Somewhere exciting! Somewhere awesome!
But this has been awesome!
Nice monster.
We've met the people behind the voices, learned about their dreams, and had some fun along the way. For now, see you in the dream world.